2 years ago in 2022, the Tesla Model Y long range cost $66,000. It didn't actually qualify for an EV incentive, meaning the price was just $66,000. Well, it's now $27,000 cheaper. Tesla have just reduced the price of the Model Y in the United States, making it, I think, the best value EV you can buy in the US market right now anyway. At these prices, though, the question is, which model would you get? The long range or the standard range? I'm going to tell you what I think. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. Great to see you. Thank you to our Patreon supporters. Really appreciate what you do. It's really something I couldn't do without. Couldn't do the channel and make so many videos without your support. If you'd like to support us on Patreon, I'll put a link in the description. Tesla reduced the price of the rear-wheel drive version of the car and the long-range version as well. Model Y only, not the Model 3. Well, what this means, though, is that the Model Y, for most people, is cheaper than the Model 3 because it qualifies for the full EV incentive, $7,500. That means the $43,000 version without any state-based incentive, because there's a lot of state-based incentives in the US as well. So you can probably get the prices cheaper than this for many, many consumers. But without those factored in, the price of the rear-wheel drive version is $42,990, then minus the $7,500. So we're looking at a price of, what's that? $35,500 US. And that is quite amazing. It's definitely cheaper than something like a Toyota RAV4. However, the long range all-wheel drive is $47,500. So that's reduced in price by $1,000 from $48,500. So $47,500 means that's $40,000. So you're paying $4,500 more for the long range version. Of course, it doesn't use lithium iron phosphate batteries, but it does have a bigger battery pack. It does have a lot more power. Got a few other features as well. When including the destination fee and the order fee, obviously that price is increased by $1,640. So add $1,640 for the destination delivery fee, etc. So Tesla have said that this is a temporary price change. What that means, we don't know. But obviously at some point in time, Tesla will increase the price or reduce the price even further. No one actually really knows. Tesla analyst Sawyer Merritt has said this is obviously intended to boost sales for this quarter. There's a lot of consumers, a lot of people holding off for the new Model Y Juniper version. I've just seen some images of what it's going to look like. Does look really cool. Looks like it's going to be a big improvement. I think Tesla, though, there's a reason why they're saying they won't have the new Model Y for the US market this year. There's a reason why. They just actually said what I think the reason why is last week. I'm going to reveal that in a different video where I talk about basically Tesla's decision with the new version of the Model Y, the Juniper version, what they're doing. Tesla is forecasting a notably lower growth rate in 2024 than in previous years. And one of the key reasons for that is people are waiting to buy a car this year. Sales have gone down this year, but it's also because Tesla doesn't have any new models. They got the Cybertruck, but the production's pretty slow, the ramp up. People are waiting for the new version of the Model Y. I think a lot of people are waiting for it, but also people are waiting for a more affordable version, like a Model 2, a small SUV, a small crossover, a small hatchback. You know, not everyone wants a relatively large car. The Model Y and the Model 3, they're both relatively large cars in comparison to what a lot of people buy. Now, one thing worth keeping in mind, though, is that whilst Tesla's prices are low, and yes, they don't make a whole amount of profit on those, the price of lithium is at its lowest point in 3 years. It's come down by 80% over the past 12 months, 80%. That means what Tesla will be paying for batteries will come down as well, or Tesla's cost to manufacture its own batteries will come down too. So that will help with Tesla's margins. So whilst Tesla's reducing the prices, you've got battery companies reducing the prices of their batteries. They're saying by 50%. They're competing with each other. So Tesla, remember, they're signing contracts which are giving them cheaper prices to build these EVs because the main part of the car, the battery, is now much cheaper. So even though they're offering a discount of $1,000, I don't think it's going to hurt their profits all that much. What are your thoughts? Thanks for watching. Hang on a second. Before I go, which model would I buy? Well, I would buy the Model Y long range. I think for the extra $4,000, I actually think it's worth it. Getting that extra range, getting the extra power, I think that's nice as well. But ultimately, I actually just think for my purposes, I'd want that additional range and that faster charging speed. The long range gets as well. Now, if the price was different, let's say the price was $6,000 or $7,000 like it used to be, then no, I get the standard range. But I think that $4,000, $4,500, it's enough. It's not really that significant an amount of money considering the benefits you get from the long-range version. And when we look at the actual battery life of these long-range versions, there doesn't seem to be much different to the LFP in terms of the longevity of the batteries. They're lasting for a very long time. I've seen numerous Model 3s using the batteries in that Model 3, so the 2170s, they're getting over 500,000 kilometers of range over, well over 300,000 miles easily before we see any significant battery degradation. So what are your thoughts, guys? Bye-bye.